Hello, my name is Katy Berry. Let me tell you a story about my friend Basil. Basil looked around and saw the other kids running around the store. Kids were playing with the new toys that used to be on the toy shelves, until they pulled them off to play with them, that is. Kids were running up and down the aisles. Kids were taking whatever food they wanted off the shelves and eating it without their mom even knowing.
Mom, I want down.
Basil insisted as he squirmed to get out of the shopping cart.
No, Basil,
Mom replied.
you have to sit in the shopping cart like a good boy.
What good boy?
Basil thought,
I'm the only good boy in the store.
and that's when it happened. Moping Mandarin paraded into his thinking,
You never get to have any fun.
and somehow Basil's bottom lip stretched into a big frown as his head began to droop. He crossed his arms and tried not to cry. Wailing Wolfberry plodded into the middle of Moping Mandarin's pity party.
We like doing what is right and good.
At first, Basil acted like he wasn't listening to a word Willing Wolfberry said.
We don't touch the toys on the shelves. We just look at them, unless our mom gives us permission to touch them. And we don't run in the store, because we don't want to accidentally cause someone to trip and fall. And we don't eat food in the store unless our mom is paid for it.
What should Basil do? Should he listen to Willing Wolfberry and obey his mom? Or should he keep moping like a mandarin, hoping his mom will let him out of the shopping cart so he can join the other kids in the store? When Jesus was born, God needed the wise men to bring gifts to Jesus so his parents would have enough money to move to another country so Jesus would be safe. The wise men were glad to do it because they wanted to worship the baby Jesus, the one born King of the Jews. So they loaded their camels and traveled very far. It was a trip that took them a couple of years. They had many opportunities to listen to Moping Mandarin along the way, but they didn't give in. They were willing to keep going until they finally arrived and worshiped Jesus, presenting him with their expensive gifts. Basil looked around again. One of the kids was getting in trouble for eating into a chocolate bar off the shelf. One of the kids was crying because he was running through the aisles and ran into someone's shopping cart. And there was a kid with his mom holding a broken toy that the kid had been playing with. And now his mom was going to have to pay for it. Basil realized Willing Wolfberry was right. Basil sat proudly in his shopping cart as they passed the kids who were having fun earlier but were all crying now. Basil said a quick prayer.
God, thank you for my mom, who helps me to do what is right and good. Help me to always be willing to obey.
Do you want to bear fruit like Willing Wolfberry or Moping Mandarin? It's your choice. Toodaloo!